I think the people who can get really good at parkour, who aren't because some people just come out and they're just beasts immediately. But like people who like really have to build themselves over time, the thing that gets you there, and I think this is for most sports too, is having a process that you can trust. Like you have a process, you follow it, and like, this is how I train. I have a process of training that I do, and I'm like, if I do these things, I'll get better. And then like when I go somewhere to train, I'm not gonna get better at the spot. I'm gonna trust the training that I did and be like, if I'm up to the level, if my training was good enough, I'll be able to do these things. And fighting was very much like that. Like, I went through my camps, I was training with my coaches, and like they've been doing it forever. I haven't been at this level or coaching or anything like they have. So my camp was just like learn as much as I can with my coaches, go through this process, show up every day, work really hard. And then like when I'm in the fight, I'm not going to get better in the fight. I'm not going to improve. I'm not going to learn anything in that moment. So it's just like, I had all this time, I had all this process. Now I got to trust the process and trust that like either I did enough or I didn't do enough. And I think that's the same for me. It's the same in parkour, and it's the same in MMA. Is like you do your training process, and then when you show up to like the spot or you show up to the fight, you did enough in your training or you didn't do enough in your training. Like,
nice.
Either one.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think and then
what's different?
Yeah, because
I mean, it's got to.
Yeah, I think the difference is. Because parkour, for most people, especially for like people like me that just like jumping far, is like a very power-based sport where a lot of times you like try a really hard challenge and then you just kind of like chill out with your friends for a long time, and then you train, and then you do a couple hard challenges. Like the intensity is really high. Like in both sports, the intensity is very high, but in parkour, it's really high for a second and then you just like chill. The training for a fight was so hard. It was like there's a lot of times in parkour that I'm like, I don't feel like training today, and like I'll go train anyway because like I have pretty good discipline about it. But I might not train as hard as usual. Preparing for the fight, it was like there were so many days because I was there almost every single day of training that I was like, I do not feel like getting up today, but I couldn't. Like if I didn't show up and I didn't fight, I was gonna lose for sure, and I wasn't gonna go lose because I didn't show up. So I was like, all right, I have to go there and I have to train. But it wasn't like parkour where I could be like, oh, I'll just do like some of the easier jumps today.
I'll
chill.
The same level or further every day.
You go there and your coach is like, this is what you're doing today. And then you have to do it. You got to have the discipline.
I'm nowhere near even like I've dipped my toe barely in comparison to what you've accomplished and what you're doing with combat. But I did take some classes, some Muay Thai and some Jiu-Jitsu classes at the gym where I am local. And I just immediately noticed that was like part of the culture is like there's a different tone to it. It's like definitely like
it's a higher level of discipline. I think.
Very high level of discipline, and they take you like further in a way. You know, parkour has that edge too that we can explore and take people further in. You know, especially with fear. I think sometimes like as scary as it is to fight, you can actually maybe make scarier challenges for yourself in parkour. But
I think that's one thing that helped me too is like. The mental game in parkour, I felt very calm, like facing things and fighting. Just like I've done roof gaps, I've done huge jumps to rails, and like all these different things. So like we face fear all the time, and like being very calm in those moments where you're facing those fears, I think that helped me a lot in fighting because like it's scary getting punched in the face. Especially like if you get ground and pounded, that's terrifying.
Oh my God, I bet.
Which luckily didn't happen in my fight. But like when someone's charging at you, punching you, like if you get scared and like do this and like go in a corner, they're gonna beat you down. So being able to like stay calm and composed and like wait and watch things and like parry things and slip things and like there were sometimes that like a couple times I got hit in the eyeball with like a jab and then you can't see. So like there were a couple times I got hit in the eyeball and I was like this, and then like but the ability to like stay calm and like after that happened, be like, all right, I gotta find him.
Man, that's wild.
I gotta find because you don't know where he is. Like once you do this, I don't know if he's gonna hit me or kick me or where he is. So I had to be like, all right, where is he? I gotta find out where his next thing's coming from.
Dude,
it's like that kind of stuff. I think help transfer from parkour. It's just like it's a higher level of work ethic and discipline. Like you got to work so hard.
Is that what you're gonna take back into parkour or through parkour or anything beyond that? Like just like like extra experience of discipline and what it can really be like.
Yeah, like I think because I train really hard and I work really hard, but I've never.
Well, you're known for that too. Like it's crazy. Like all the parkour people to say that. You know, it's like
I've never.
We all look at you. You always go beast. Like you have. you know, really you lift really heavy. You can do lots of things with your body, and like you're clearly very disciplined about it.
Yeah.